Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Bo's Slow English. I am at my parents' house in Baltimore, Maryland. If you watched my previous vlogs, you would have seen that I did a road trip from Boston to Baltimore. The weather is beautiful and pleasant. This is my favorite kind of weather. The sun is shining and there is a little bit of humidity. Comparing to where I currently live in Los Angeles, it's much more of my vibe. Do you know what I mean by vibe? Vibe is a term that is more used these days to describe a feeling. So the weather in Baltimore is much more of what I love or my vibe compared to Los Angeles. If we haven't met before, my name is Bo and it's nice to meet you. I create slow speaking English vlogs, and my goal is to help you to master English, especially with your listening comprehension. You can also improve your speaking skills if you read the captions along with me while I'm speaking. I received a request from one of my awesome subscribers. They asked for me to create a video about conversation style questions. So I have written down many questions here and we can have a conversation together. Feel free to watch this video again if you need additional practice so that you can sound more like a native English speaker. I'm holding my phone because I wrote down several questions for us to go over. Let's start with personal questions. Number 1, what is your name? If this was spoken quickly, it would sound like, what's your name? So what is would turn into a contraction and it would be what's. It is rare to hear, what is your name? Even if you speak it quickly, it doesn't sound right. It sounds awkward. What is your name? What's your name? What's your name sounds much better. Now I'm going to answer the question. My name is Bo. Even though in the question we said what's instead of what is, when you respond, you should say is. So I said, my name is Bo. You wouldn't say, my name's Bo. Name and is would not be a contraction. That would sound awkward. Number 2. Where are you from? Did you understand? I said, where are you from? This can be answered in different ways. If you know that you are speaking to someone who lives in the same city as you, you can ask, where are you from, if you would like specifics of what part of the city they live in. Otherwise, they might ask, where are you from? Like, what country are you born in? I might reply with, I was born in Korea, but I'm originally from Baltimore. I was born in Korea, but I'm originally from Baltimore. By the way, the sun is so bright right now that it is burning through my clothes, which is why I moved closer in towards the shade. Number 3, what do you do every day? What do you do every day? You could answer this question with a hobby. It could be what kind of work you do. It could be the chores that you do around the house. I will answer with every day I film YouTube vlogs and I edit them. Every day I film YouTube vlogs and I edit them. Number 4, what is your favorite food? What's your favorite food? In this question, you can once again use the contraction, what is. What's your favorite food? My favorite food is pizza. What's your favorite food? Number 5, what is your favorite color? What's your favorite color? My favorite color is green. What's your favorite color? Did you notice how I accented the word your? I said, what's your favorite color? I did that because I answered the question first and I wanted to emphasize or stress that I would like to know your favorite color. So I said, what's your favorite color? Number 6, do you have any pets? Do you have any pets? Do you know what pets are? Pets are cats, dogs, fish, rabbits. It's any animal that you have at home. And to answer that question, I'm going to say, I have both a cat and a dog as pets. I have both a cat and a dog as pets. How about you? How about you? Instead of saying about, I said bout. How about you? Number 7, what time do you wake up? What time do you wake up? I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. How about you? How about you? Number 8, what do you do after work or school? Did you understand? I said, what do you do after work or school? After work, I take my dog for a walk and then I make my cat and dog's dinner. After work, I take my dog for a walk and then I make my cat and dog's dinner. Number 9, what is your hobby? What is your hobby? My hobby is dancing. On my day off, I dance in my living room. My hobby is dancing. On my day off, I dance in my living room. Another way to say hobby is pastime. So someone might ask you, what is your pastime? But generally, you will hear hobby, not pastime. Pastime sounds a little bit old school, which means that it is no longer said, but it used to be said a long time ago. Number 10, what do you do on the weekend? What do you do on the weekend? On the weekends, I like to explore new restaurants with my husband. On the weekends, I like to explore new restaurants with my husband. I hope this was helpful. These questions can be asked if you are just meeting someone for the first time and you would like to spark a conversation. Do you know the word spark? To spark means that you are doing something quickly, like when you start a fire. That's called sparking a fire. So when you say to spark a conversation, it means that you are starting a conversation in a natural or interesting way. Let me know in the comments how you would answer one of these questions. I would love to get to know you. Please hit the like and subscribe button to show your support, and I will see you next time.